X-Men Children of the Atom was Capcom's first Marvel-licensed arcade fighting game, which hit the arcades in 1994, running on the CPS System 2 hardware. Released around the time of the mid-90s X-Men animation series, the game features voice actors from the series reprising their roles. The game's plot is based upon the Fatal Attraction story from the comics, and has you playing as one of the X-Men or their enemies in the fight against the villainous Magneto. The gameplay has much in common with Capcom's previous fighting games, Super Street Fighter 2 X and Darkstalkers. Children of the Atom adds a combo system that features long combos which can even be performed in mid-air. Also featured in this game are various technical maneuvers, including the ability for a character to roll. Children of the Atom also introduced multi-tier fighting environments, in which the ground would crumble and the characters would fall to a lower part of the level. These concepts and the fast pace of the game would provide the basis for Capcom's Marvel vs. Capcom series, which started with this game's successor, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. The PlayStation port of X-Men Children of the Atom came out in 1998, 4 years after the arcade version and 3 years after the Saturn port. So you'd expect this to be much better, but the truth is, it's actually very poor. The port was handled by Probe Entertainment and distributed by Acclaim. There are many issues with the PlayStation port, from the low quality FMV introduction to the many frames of missing animation. Even the way the game plays isn't right. I'd swear the timing for the moves is off in this version. I have an awfully hard time trying to pull off any specials. Firstly, I apologise for having to use the demo version for the main footage. I had an awful hard time trying to get the full version to work while recording this footage. This is also why the audio is actually from the Saturn port. Now with that out the way, let me tell you just how good the MS-DOS version of X-Men is. It's the only version that has the same screen layout as the arcade game, and the only version with low loading times. Sadly, it is missing frames of animation and the gameplay modes from the Saturn port, but as a pure arcade port goes, this isn't bad at all.
You win!
The Saturn port is considered to be one of the best home ports of X-Men Children of the Atom, and it's easy to see why. Again, this port is missing frames of animation, but nowhere near as many as the PlayStation port. It's also the only port to keep the music continuously playing between rounds, just like the original arcade. But what fans really like are the extra play modes and choice of speed settings. Not only does the Saturn port contain the standard arcade and verse modes, but also survivor mode and a group battle mode. It's also the only home port to feature Q-Sound, the 3D sound process that many Capcom CPS2 games used.
You lose. Round 2. Fight! Tornado Claw! Barrage!
And let's take a look at all those versions of X-Men Children of the Atom running side by side.